Hey there, welcome back to my kitchen. So today we are going to be making some really easy, low effort meals that really don't take up too much of your time. That way you can get dinner on the table and just be done with it. So let's go ahead and get started and I will show you these 4 easy recipes. First up, we're going to make these cheesy beefy bean burritos. I'm just starting off by cutting up about half of a yellow onion and making sure to chop that up pretty fine. Then in my skillet, I'm adding 1 pound of ground beef and that chopped up onion. I'm going to cook these in here together until the ground beef is fully cooked. Once my beef was cooked, I did go ahead and just drain off all of the grease. Next, I'm adding in 1 can of refried beans, along with about 3 to 4 tablespoons of taco seasoning. Then I gave this a mix just to get that stuff combined to make it a little easier on myself. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not going to look super appetizing in this video. However, it is very tasty, so don't stray away yet. Go ahead and add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Mix that up and let it melt, and then add in about a half cup of sour cream. One last stir and then this is ready to go. I'm just going to turn the heat off and begin filling my wraps. It is better to use burrito sized tortillas if you have them, however I did not, so I'm just using some regular sized tortillas, and you're just going to add a scoop of that filling into each one of these. If you feel the need, you can add more cheese in these as well, but since there's already cheese inside, you do not have to do that. I'm just rolling those up nice and tight, and then once I get all those filled, they're going to go into a skillet and brown up for just a minute on each side. Here's what my finished plate looked like when it was all done. I did just add some cheese over the top, some hot sauce and sour cream. I also made some Mexican style rice on the side there. One thing I really love about this recipe is you can actually make these and freeze them. I have a video on that actually, I'll link it below for you. These are so good to freeze and just have in the freezer for if you need a quick meal. Next up, we are going to be making this pizza bread. I'm sure you probably have made this before or have seen someone else make it, but it is seriously so easy. So to start, I am going to preheat my oven to 375 degrees, and then I'm just making 4 slices of this today. So onto a baking sheet, I added those 4 slices of bread, and I sprayed them with just a little bit of avocado spray and put them in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes just to toast them up a bit. Once they come out of the oven, go ahead and add a spoonful of pizza sauce over each one. I'm also just going to add a little bit of seasoning. I'm just adding a couple shakes of oregano, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes to each one of these. Now add your mozzarella cheese. I prefer to use the freshly shredded kind if I have it. I just think it melts a lot better than the pre-shredded. Or if you want to keep this a little bit cleaner, you can just use mozzarella slices. So add a handful of cheese to each one. Next, you will just cover the tops with some pepperoni. And then these went back into the oven for another 3 to 4 minutes until the cheese was nicely melted. Over the top, I do like to add some parsley, but that's definitely not necessary. Here is what my finished plate looked like when it was all done. I just had my pizza bread alongside a little salad. Next, we're going to make this Italian sausage pasta. So to begin, I'm just chopping up half of a yellow onion. If you don't like onion in any of my recipes, honestly, you could just skip them if you want to, but I love them. I think they add great flavor. I'm adding a pound of Italian sausage into this pan along with that onion, and I'm going to let these cook in here together. Once cooked, I am just going to go ahead and drain off all that grease. Next, add in 1 can of Italian-style diced tomatoes, about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of frozen spinach. I like to use frozen just because I do not go through the fresh quick enough, along with 1.5 cups of half and half, or you can use heavy cream. I'm going to get that mixed together and then add in 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and about 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Again, another one of those things that is optional, but a little tiny bit of heat in here just really makes it. While I was cooking the Italian sausage and making my sauce over in this big pan, I went ahead and cooked up 12 ounces of bow tie pasta. Once the pasta was done, I went ahead and added my sauce and pasta together into the same pan. Honestly, this is all you need to do for this recipe. Just add a couple shakes of salt and pepper to taste. And if you have it on hand, you can add in about 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. This will really make it creamy and delicious. I just personally didn't have any Parmesan to put in there this night, so I just topped it with the little bit that I had, and we enjoyed it. Here's what my finished bowl looked like. So for this, if you do want to add some cheese in there, you can add about 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese into the pasta and mix it all together. However, I did not have that much Parmesan this night, so we just skipped that and topped it with the little bit that I did have and just enjoyed it that way, and it was really good. And last but not least, we are going to make these turkey bagel and veggie sandwiches. I am a big veggie sandwich person, so I love having these whenever I can. And like I said, if you saw my last video, I have been on a sandwich kick, so this was perfect. I went ahead and thinly sliced just a little bit of red onion, a little bit of Roma tomato, along with just a little bit of cucumber. I also love avocados, so I am just slicing up half of an avocado at an angle so they lay a little bit better. And now I'm just taking a plain bagel. If you want to, you can toast this, but I didn't really feel like it this day, so I just went ahead and kept it the way it was. I added on 1 slice of turkey lunch meat along with 1 slice of provolone cheese. Then onto the top part of the bagel, I added about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of the chive and onion cream cheese. And then after that, you can kind of start layering everything on. So I added my red onion, the tomato, the cucumber, the avocado, and then I just went ahead and placed my top bagel on top and kind of smushed it together, and it was ready to go. Here's what my finished sandwich looked like. It was just me this night, so this was a perfect, easy dinner for just myself. If you've never tried a veggie sandwich before, I definitely recommend doing that. If I would have had some spring mix or spinach fresh, I would have went ahead and added it on here because that's also a really nice touch to these. Or shredded carrots, those are really great additions as well. So let me know if you try this and tell me what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here and just hanging out with me for a little bit today. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to leave a flower down in the comments below to let me know you did. And I will see you guys back here on Wednesday with a new video. Bye guys.